Hello everyone and welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. This is game 2 of the day. Men's basketball right here live from Seton Hill University in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Just coming off the women's win earlier. My name is Trevin Catellis alongside Noah Mitchell here for the call of this one. As the men coming into this game, 10-5 overall record for Cal U. Coming off a big win on Saturday versus Edinburgh.
Yeah, great win by the Vulcans off that Edinburgh. I mean, showed a lot being down early. I mean, down 11, down 13 very early in the first half of that game, and did a really good job of rebounding and taking care of business here at home in the Convocation Center.
Seton Hill, of course, 2-10 on the season, so not the greatest season coming off of them so far. Coming off a loss versus Slippery Rock this past Saturday.
Yeah, but I mean, one key player to look for when you're looking at that Seton Hill team that's very deadly has to be Nathan Davis, the senior out of Bellwood, PA. I mean, a guard that had a triple-double in the first half last time we were here last year.
Your starters for your Cal U Vulcans, of course, Jermaine Hall making a start, as well as Tim Smith, Zion Collins, Brent Pegram, and Luke House. The normal starting five here for the Vulcans. Starters coming in for Seton Hill as well. You look at Jaden Nelson, Jimmy Moon making the start, as well as Obi Zekwasili making the start. Nathan Davis, and of course Drew Green rounding out your five. Should be a good one on our hands here, Cal U. They're playing great lately off of every win they've been coming off of, every game in general. And playing some great basketball here and looking to get another one here to start out the 3-game road trip.
Yeah, I mean, it goes all the way back to looking at that win at Slippery Rock, the buzzer beater by Brent Pegram. They're starting things off for the Vulcans, and they've just been hot ever since. Like I talked about, they were down a little bit to Edinburgh to start that game off and finish things off really strong here, looking to come into this game with the team that they should beat and take care of business.
Of course, looking at your standings here in the PSAC for men. In your West, Cal U currently sitting at that 3 spot in the PSAC West. Seton Hill next to last down there at the bottom, so if they can come out with a win here today at home, that'd be a big win versus the top team in the West.
Yeah, and if you're Seton Hill, what you really got to do is try to limit the threes by Brent Pegram. We've seen him hit 1,000 points at that Edinburgh game, and he's just been really hot these past couple games and really all season. So I think the key is trying to slow him down and limit California's possessions.
Another key for the Vulcans as well. They've been passing it around a good bit, and Zion Collins also contributing a big margin to this Vulcan team alongside Pegram. So that's been a double threat up at the top for both of them in the Vulcans.
Yeah, Zion Collins coming off of just being recently named the PSAC West Defensive Player of the Week. So, I mean, looking for him to build off of that and continue going forward with that huge accolade.
And with that, we're just about ready to get started here as teams take their places, making their way onto the court for tip-off. The second of 2 games here tonight from Seton Hill. Of course, coming off the women's win earlier, as we had mentioned, a big win for the Cal U women over that dominant Seton Hill women's team. It'll be Jermaine Hall taking the tip as he normally does here for the Vulcans. And we are ready to get this one started. Men's game, just about underway. And here we go. Tip off will go to Seton Hill. Tip was won by Zekwasili. Feed around now looking for Davis. Back across to the top for Nelson. Nelson back to Davis. Davis going to pop a 3-point shot from deep. Can't get it off the left side of the basket. He's going to fight back for it and get his offensive rebound. Pulls in. Zekwasili can't get it to go. Saved by Davis and off of House to be out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a great play by Davis to save that ball and take the chance of throwing it off of Luke House's leg and keeping the Seton Hill possession.
Davis on the inbound now at the baseline. Kicks it outside for Moon. And now Nelson will take this one-on-one with Pegram. Takes it to the rim. Nice layup for Nelson.
Yeah, Pegram did a good job of making it tough on him there. You have to do a little bit of job of finishing with high hands instead of trying to swoop down maybe.
Zion Collins takes this up top against Pegram. Pegram one-on-one with Drew Green. Smith around the house, trying to get this one inside. Takes it to the rim. Nice little hook shot around, and it gets it to go. Luke House for two.
Luke House is a very fundamental player on every aspect of the game. I mean, just takes his time and gets the best look possible for the team.
Jaden Nelson brings up Moon to the top of the key to take over. Moon kicks it off to Davis. Back to Nelson. Nelson moving this one around, trying to get against Pegram, kicking it back to Davis. Definitely using up some time here. 5 on the shot clock. Fight for it. It'll go back to possession of Cal U as House was fighting with Davis for it.
Yeah, Luke House putting the hustle on display there. Talked about him being a fundamental player and putting his body on the line there to try to go after that loose ball and get the ball back in Vulcan possession.
Zion Collins inbound to Brent Pegram to set up for the Vulcans. Tied 2-2 here. Collins gets a screen from Smith. Tries to get around it there against Zach Wasili. Can't get it to go. Davis pulls it down, goes the other way. Layup, no good. Rebound by Tim Smith Jr. Kicks it up one-on-one off the foot. And House is going to re-corral it off the foot of Collins. House gets it back to Collins. Collins on the drive inside, takes it to the rim. Nice move there by Collins.
When we say this game in and game out, Zion Collins is so good at finishing around the rim when he can get in that close.
Nelson over to Green, set up for Moon. Davis again. Green, nice behind the back move. Going up against House, but blocked by Tim Smith.
And Tim Smith putting his size and length on display right there, rotating over and help and swatting that one out of bounds.
So the inbound play coming for the Griffins here to be Davis to take it. Nice move around, gets it into Moon, but knocked out of bounds by Hall. So great defensive read there.
The Vulcans are doing a really good job of making Seton Hill work right now. I mean, for every pass, every dribble, everything is being earned for Seton Hill right now.
Green inbound to Nelson. Nelson steps back, looking around, gives up one against Pegram. Blocked again, this time by Hall. Collins tries to corral it, fought for, Davis had it, gets it to Pegram now. No travels or anything there, so keep the possession alive for the Vulcans. Pegram pops up, three-point shot, knocks it down. Brent Pegram.
Stepping into it with confidence. Brent Pegram coming off of that passing that 1,000-point accolade and starting off the game hot.
7-2 in favor of the Vulcans. Nelson, Pegram covering outside. Zach Wasili inside, can't get it to go. Tipped around, Moon comes up with it. Kicks back outside for Nelson, steps in. 2-point jump shot, gets it to go.
Yeah, and a really good jump shot he has, and good job of using that pump fake there to get the defender off his feet and give him a better look at the basket.
Pegram gives it off to Collins. Gets a screen from Smith, trying to get around it. Goes inside on the drive once again himself. Takes the shot, fouled on the way up. That'll be a foul going to Zeke Wasili. So it'll be 2 shots coming for Zion Collins. First shot up and good. His first free throws of the night here, cashing in on his first. Collins' second shot up and good as well. So perfect from the charity stripe there on that attempt. Here's Davis now. Gets some double coverage on the Vulcan defense. Goes to the baseline. Kicks it out. Zach Wasili checks in. Can't get it to go on the jump shot. Backing him down. And Hall tried to take a charge there, but nonetheless, it's going to be a nice, easy layup for Jimmy Moon.
Yeah, Coach Sanko a little bit upset that didn't get the charge call there. Felt like did a good job of getting his feet set and ready to take that.
Pegram fed that to Collins. Collins moving around against Zach Wasili. Steps back, gets some clearance between the two, but can't get it to go. So it'll be out of bounds. Seton Hill will get the possession back.
Thought that ball might have got tipped there. You don't usually see Zion Collins air ball from that range. Usually a really good mid-range jump shooter.
Zach Wasili outside, no good on the shot. Tipped away by Hall and pulled down by Pegram.
Look at Pegram getting in there on the defensive end to go up over the much bigger defender and get that rebound.
Hall gives it to House, and House moving this one around. Back to Hall. Pops out a shot from deep. Jermaine Hall can't get it to go. Tipped away by House. Nice work inside the offensive board and gets his own layup to go.
Yeah, the Vulcans are really hustling right now on both ends of the court, fighting for every possession and extra possessions.
Here comes Nelson. Gives it across to Moon. Moon to Davis. Gives it back to Nelson. Man-to-man defense looking for the Vulcans here. Moon looking inside there, gets a double team on defense. Davis on the drive, and that was Nelson who's going to get inside, and House is going to get the block call.
Coach Sankum once again upset. Felt like Luke House was able to get set there, and it looked like it from up here, but officials had a different view on it.
Yeah, so far a little bit of physical play for the Vulcans. Coming in here to take a look at the tail of the tape for both of these squads. Coming into this game here in just a second. But so far a physical game for Cal U overall.
Yeah, doing a really good job of hustling and keeping possessions alive there, and that's on display with the rebound stat early. And you can see that it's about even with 36-37, but the Vulcans doing a really good job of pulling away in that stat so far. And the turnovers are going to be big for Cal U. If they can get out and start running on the defensive side and push the offense, it's going to be a really, really rough night for Seton Hill.
Yeah, of course, the points for a lot more points scored per game for Cal U at that 83 mark. 66.7 only for the Griffins, so a big point margin difference between these two offensively.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you look at what the Vulcans have offensively, I mean, it seems like they can get scoring from almost everywhere. Zion Collins, we just talked about being the defensive athlete of the week in the PSAC West, has been averaging about 20 points in that last week. And you know Brent Pegram, who just hit 1,000 points, is always going to be someone that can give you a ton of offense, along with Jermaine Hall, who was here last year as a freshman and really dominant with being able to get to the basket, a very athletic player.
And of course, the Vulcans were down most of the season without Hall last season with that injury. They have him this season. They're looking forward to having him play. Davis will have an inbound. He tries to get it to Moon. It's stolen away. Jermaine Hall looking to take this to the rim. Backhand layup. He's fouled on the way up. And Ezekiel Silly was looking for that block. A little distraught about the foul.
Yeah, I think Jermaine Hall thought that he was going to have an easy dunk attempt. Thought he might have been running down court by himself. Looked like he might have slowed up a little bit and gave the defender some time to catch up. But defender fouling him and sending him to the free throw line for a couple free throws.
Jermaine Hall now with his first free throw attempt, knocks it down. Substitutions coming into the game for Seton Hill. Tommy Secunda checks in. And Kalen Coates. One shot coming for Hall. Second shot no good. Rebound pulled down. Tabe now on the drive inside. Nice wraparound layup, good.
Yeah, very quick first step there to get around Luke House and being able to finish with that reverse layup. I mean, speed was on display right there.
And Tabe, that freshman, staying at 6'4", coming off the bench from Beltsville, Maryland. He's definitely a solid player here for Seton Hill. Inside drive, the house is wide open off the feed from Hall.
Yeah, did a really good job of causing some miscommunication there. Thought that they might switch that little back screen and off-ball screen, and it just didn't happen.
Tabe has this, now gets it across. Looking inside, Moon kicks it way out. Looking for Tabe, and this is out of bounds. Inbound from Collins to Pegram. Pegram one-on-one with Tabe. Kicks it out to Tim Smith. Collins gets it to House, wide open from the three-point line. It's House knocking it down.
Yeah, and a player that you cannot leave open from anywhere on the court. Talk about how fundamental Luke House is with his game, and his jump shot is on point with that.
So Karabatsos has this at top, now kicks it over to Tabe. Tabe to Moon. Moon trying to back down Hall. Karabatsos outside. Tabe looking in for Moon, now trying to use the height to his advantage on the baseline. Tries to feed a pass, knocked out of bounds by House.
Really just some sloppy passing we've seen going on by Seton Hill. The past 2 possessions could have been an easy look inside for number 5, Jimmy Moon, with just a bad pass throwing that off.
Feed there coming. Gets it over from Coates, and now Karabatsos has it up top against Pegram. Feed inside from Moon. Layup goes. At the end of the shot clock, gets it to go to cash in.
Yeah, Jimmy Moon comes in standing at 6'11", so he's definitely going to be a mismatch down low. As long as you can get the ball to him in a decent spot, he should be able to finish.
Yeah, almost 7 foot there. You're talking a very tall player inside. And very athletic in that defense as well. House's shot no good, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Collins. Pegram, downtown shot is no good. House tries to fight for the rebound again. Tim Smith on the tip. Can't get it to go. Pulls down the offensive rebound again. Fighting for it. Smith tries to get it out and finally stolen away by Moon. Tabe against Collins. Drive is good.
A really good job of Tabe to finish strong over the contest of Zion Collins there on the finger roll.
Pegram now outside. Tries to get it around Collins. Collins to Smith. Pops a three-point jumper. Smith knocks it down.
And standing at 6'7", it's going to be really tough for a lot of people to contest that shot at Tim Smith as long as he can get it off quickly.
Karabatsos now has it up top. Screened by Moon. Gives it around now to Coates. Coates to Tabe, moving this ball quickly up front. There's going to be a travel call on the jump stop by Tommy Secunda. So the Vulcans will regain possession here. Jermaine Hall on the inbound. 2 players covering Pegram on a full court press now. Gets it into Zion Collins. And they are definitely pairing Tabe up with Pegram, using the speed against speed there.
Along with the height coming in at 6'4", should be a better matchup for him on defense.
Tim Smith has it outside against Moon. Trying to get one-on-one with him to the rim. Tries to back him down. Hook shot layup is off the backboard and in.
He does a really good job of finding a way to get that one up. I mean, over the tall contest, we talked about standing at 6'11", long outreached arms, and still goes under him for the layup.
Karabatsos now against Pegram. Kicks outside, looking for Coates. Coates out to Moon. Moon against Hall now. Back to Tabe. It's a mismatch against House. Picked up by Hall inside for Moon. Blocked, but foul called. Nice drive to the basket, but can't get it to go. Looking for the block there. Foul is going to go against Jermaine Hall. Substitution into the game now. It's going to be Babatunde Ajike checking in for the Vulcans. And with a timeout there, I believe we'll take a look at our team leaders.
Yeah, I mean, starting off things, you look at the points, and Mr. 1000 himself, Brent Pegram, leading the way with about 21 points per game, and Jermaine Hall coming in leading the rebounds in 7.4. But I mean, you also have to look at the contributions by Luke House, who's always crashing, and then off the bench, Babajike Atunde, who does a really good job of crashing the boards as well. You come look at assists and steals. We got Brent Pegram leading the way in both of those. And when you have somebody that knows the game as well as Luke House does, you want them on the court as much as possible, coming in with about 31 minutes a game. On the other side, looking for Seton Hill, we talked about him a little bit earlier in the game, Nathan Davis, who is very dangerous from just about anywhere on the court, coming in at about 20 points a game. And Moon, the big 6'11" freshman, coming in with about 8 rebounds, just doing a really good job of contributing on the glass. He's going to need to step up big today to compete against the Vulcans.
Getting back ready for this one, 22-12, your score on the scoreboard. Cal U leads by 10. Both teams retake the court now. About 11 and a half to go in this first half. There'll be 2 shots at the line for Moon. Moon's first shot coming. It's up and good. Second shot now for Moon. It's good. Pegram looking for the inbound now. Full court press from Seton Hill. Gets it up to a GK. House, open three-pointer. Knocks it down.
And the one negative about pressing like that, if you're Seton Hill, and if the Vulcans can break that press and get the ball in the front court while they still have the numbers, it's going to leave somebody open, and you hate to see that being Luke House open behind the arc.
Tabe now looking outside for Coates. Carabastos to Secunda. Looking for Moon inside there. He's being double-teamed by Smith and Ajike. Outside shot for Tabe. Off the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Secunda. Blocked away again. Moon is inside. Feeds and now stolen by Ajike.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Sankum has adjusted to that size mismatch from the inside with Jimmy Moon coming out in a 2-3 defense.
Pegram knocks down an open three-pointer off the screen from Smith. Tabe across Carabastos, inside for Coates. Coates outside, three-point shot, answers back. Inside, Collins, no good. Rebound trying to be pulled down by Ajike. Is going to go out of bounds.
Staying Vulcan basketball there, and a little bit of a tie up at the end of that one, but still able to keep possession. The Vulcans are in a great hustle by Baba to get in on that and keep the ball in their possession.
Outside for Collins, from top of the arc, look inside for Ajike, gets it to go.
We've seen him shaking his hand off a little bit. You know, he's battling that injury against Edinburgh, but nevertheless keeping strong there on the smaller defender and finishing up over top off the glass.
Coach looking outside this time for Davis, and great defense by Collins to knock it out of bounds. Outside for Davis. Davis has it back to Coates. Inside looking for Moon, double team pays off. Here comes Collins the other way on a spin move. Pulls it back, House. Pulls up on the shot, takes it to the rim. Ajike to the layup, rim goes.
Luke House is a very unselfish basketball player, doing a good job of dishing that off to Baba after making it look like he was going to take the shot.
Davis now guarded by Collins. Moon now covered with Ajike. Carabastos moving this one around. Open, doesn't take a shot. Coates does. Three-pointer. Can't knock it down. Ajike pulls down the rebound. Here comes Collins down the fast break opportunity. Gets it back for Pegram. Jump stops, takes it to the rim against Carabastos. What an effort by Brent Pegram as he shows off the arm strength to get it up there, falling to the ground.
Yeah, he has a really good job being able to control his balance and being able to fight through almost anything to get his attempt up.
Moon's trying to get it past inside there, blocked away, and Secunda's hook shot goes. 34-19. Brent Pegram gives it to Tim Smith. Tim Smith to Luke House. Thought about shooting that one, but kicks it back out to Collins. Collins back to House. Smith. Thought he had Pegram in there, but he's to move his all around. Ajike backing down Carabastos. Hook shot no good. Inside look for Coates. Can't get the shot to go. Ajike's going to pull down the rebound, give it over to Pegram. Pegram's going to run with this one.
Yeah, Brent did a really good job on that last possession of being able to affect that last shot and forcing him to try to change his trajectory and causing that miss.
Brent Pegram there on the drive gets fouled by Coates, so he'll be at the line shooting two. So two shots coming for Brent Pegram. And he's pretty consistent from that charity stripe. See if he can continue it on here as he makes his first. 3-man substitution here for the Griffins. Jaden Nelson checks back in. Drew Green will make another appearance. And Merrick Paola will check in.
Merrick Paola is involved as representative of Green.
Brent Pegram's second attempt is good.
And the Vulcans are really deadly whenever they're being able to knock down their free throws at a consistent rate during the game, because we know they're going to be able to get their threes up and in. But it's converting at the free throw line is really going to make the difference between them this season.
Davis's feed inside. Secunda was going to go up for it. This will be blocked. And fouled, though, on the way up. And with that little media timeout, so we will step aside. 36-19, CalU leads it. Under halfway to go here in the first half. We'll step aside. More basketball when we come back on CUTV Sports 1. Welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. Sherman Gonzalez and Noah Mitchell with you as CalU leads us 36-19, 7:55 to go in this first half of play. So far, pretty dominant for the Vulcans here on the road at Seton Hill.
Yeah, the Vulcans just doing everything right that they needed to do today, whether it's hustling on both sides of the glass to pick up rebounds or creating turnovers there with tough passing lanes and just making it tough on ball handlers to get going.
So this will be 2 shots coming for Secunda. She was fouled on the way up before the break. First shot for Secunda. No good. Secunda's second shot, good. Collins will take the inbound to get it to Pegram. He was guarded by Green. Pegram gets this one over to Ajike. Ajike looking inside, wide open cut for Luke House.
And that's a great screen by Brent Pegram there. Not one of the bigger players on the court there, but still doing what needs to be done to free up his teammates to get good looks at the basket.
Tim Smith guarding Secunda. Now it's over to Nelson. Gets it back to Green, and now Davis. Secunda has across Green. Davis on the drive against Collins. Step back jump shot, good. Ben Pegram will take it the other way. Pegram one-on-one against Green. Going to try to drive this. Tipped away by Secunda. Regained by the Vulcans and Zion Collins. House looking for the cut inside. Pegram not there. Collins gets it out. Now Ajike. Tim Smith. And a travel call on Smith. Takes one too many steps there after reception of that ball. Inbound play going to come here for Seton Hill. Davis to Nelson. Back to Davis to set up now. Secunda. Back to Nelson. Around to Green and fouled on the body on the drive in. Foul on Luke House. Jermaine Hall checks into the game for Tim Smith.
Luke House has now picked up his second foul. I mean, we've seen him in foul trouble against Edinboro He's going to have to take some time, sit on the bench now, and in comes Barry. And Barry's done a really good job of providing some lift off the bench in that guard to forward position when foul trouble occurs.
Jermaine Hall steals the inbound pass intended for Secunda. Gets it back to Collins, and Pegram will now set it up against Green. Looking inside for a GK, can't get it there. Pegram's going to take a step-off three-pointer, and he's going to wedge it between the rim and the backboard. You don't see that too often.
No, but a great step back there, and Brent knows that. I mean, he kind of forced a shot there, so he tells Coach Sankum that that's his fault, but that's a shot that we're accustomed to seeing him knock down from behind the arc.
Still Cal-U ball off the stick between the rim and the backboard. Collins going to get one-on-one with Nelson here, using the body, gets up there, no foul call in the first. Second attempt, hook shot, good.
Zion not one of the biggest players on the court, but, I mean, very athletic, and his ability to jump with mostly anybody on the court there is something that isn't really thought too highly of, but needs to be.
Nelson outside for Green. Green back to Davis. Davis steps in for the shot. Mid-range, no good. Rebound pulled down by Barry. Great effort there. Pegram gets this to a GK. GK back to Pegram. Slips up, tries to get it off, and does. Gets it to Hall. He loses control of it now, and it'll go in right into the hands of Paola. So Davis, outside Secunda from downtown, hits the three-pointer. Moon checks back in for Seton Hill. A 6'11" freshman. There's Collins.
Looking at Moon stand next to Baba out there, I don't know if he's really 6'11". Baba's coming in on the roster at 6'6", 6'7", and he's not that much taller than him.
Not from up here anyway. It's going to be Hall gets fouled on the way up underneath the basket. Jermaine Hall shooting 2. First shot good. Hall's second shot is good as well, so 100% from the line on that attempt. Davis on the inbound to Nelson. Davis, Green now. Green to Nelson. Defense was moving this one around as Pegram against Nelson still. On the drive inside, stolen by Pegram. Nice move. Hall up to Ajike. Can he power it down at the rim? Yes, he will. Ajike on the slam.
Yeah, and that all starts off on the defensive end by Brent Pegram to force that turnover, get the ball out quickly, eventually down to Baba, and he does a really good job of finishing that one off.
20-point lead for the Vulcans. Nelson up against Hall, kick outside. Moon from downtown, can't get that shot to go. Tip it by Secunda.
Yeah, great job by Secunda to stay with that one there, following that one all the way off the rim and just putting himself in the right place to put that one back in.
Collins sets up now for Barry. Barry back to Collins. Gets this one around for Hall. Collins will fake a shot, drive now into the basket, lay up a little too hard. Fought for, and Collins will pick it up. 3-point shot, knocks it down.
And really just left all alone. Maybe Seton Hill not expecting him to be able to get that basketball because he was out of bounds, but nobody staying with him, following him out to the three-point line, and he'll easily take that one.
Nelson goes against Pegram, gets a screen from Moon. Davis outside, can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Nelson, fed back for Secunda. On the drive is knocked away for the moment. Hall battling for it. Pegram on the scramble gets it to Ajike, out to Barry now. Barry gets fouled, taking it to the rim. And that foul should go against Green. And with that, it will be a media timeout, so we will step aside. Big lead here for the Vulcans, 47-26. More basketball when we return right here on CUTV Sports 1.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. 47-26 your score. Both teams making their way off their respective benches back onto the court here. It's a 21-point lead for the Vulcans.
Yeah, the Vulcans are really just doing a good job dominating in all aspects of the game right now. I mean, you've seen it on defense coming up with steals. The Vulcans have forced 8 turnovers so far, 6 of them being steals, leading to points in transition, and the highlight play dunk by Babatunde.
Pegram's inbound to Ajike. Pegram on the drive himself. Nice layup, take to the rim, goes.
Yeah, really good job of staying patient down there and while he's driving to the lane, not forcing anything up too early, but working until he got to the right spot to put that one up.
Collins against Davis. Davis trying to get it into Moon, double cover underneath there. Kicks it back outside Nelson. Moon trying to back down to Ajike. Hook shot does not go. Fought for by Tabe, is going to go out of bounds. Vulcan basketball.
Vulcan's doing a really good job of showing on those kickouts because they are going down to double team Moon, but rotations are on point right now for the Vulcans, limiting them 3-point attempts and double teaming that post.
Barry gets it to Collins. And now Pegram bring it up, 3 to go in the half. Ajike, Barry. Steps in, jump shot, knocks it down. Make it look easy from the charity stripe area.
Yeah, I talked about Barry being that spark off the bench for the guards whenever somebody needs a break. I mean, he comes in and you don't lose too much on the offensive side.
Over 50 points in the half for the Calu Vulcans. Still time to go as well. Davis outside, gets it to Tabe. Tabe driving against Hall, inside feed, can't get it to go and foul on the way up. It'll be Tabe at the line for 2. First shot good for Tabe. Second shot for Tabe good as well. Inbound from Collins to Pegram.
You know, when you're down the amount that you are at Seton Hill, you got to do a good job of capitalizing on those free throw attempts whenever you can get there. Great job on display right there.
Hall gets to Pegram. Top of the key, 3-point shot. Pegram says yes, sir. Hand in his face and still knocks it down.
Yeah, I mean, with that quick release, it's really hard to block his shot, and he's so focused in on the basket that a contest only does so much.
Nelson against Pegram. Inside for Moon. Moon trying to take the body to him and does. 2 points for Moon.
But a good job by Baba to stay straight up and down there so that he can't get that foul call and possibly get that and one.
Here's Collins now. Gets it over to Barry. Barry trying to feed inside. Hall was open for the moment. Outside shot from Pegram. Off the rim. Fought for and Moon's going to pick it up. Here's Davis. block call, I believe, will be called against Hall.
I think they're actually going to call that on Brent Pegram, that being his second foul in the first half. Maybe seeing if he's going to take some time off or they're just going to let him play it out.
Tim Smith checks in for Brent Pegram. So Pegram will most likely set out the rest of this half here with 1:25 to go. Moon will take it outside, has it across to Nelson. Nelson to Davis. Inside from Moon against Tim Smith now. Trying to back him down. Double team coming. Can't get it to go. Off of Tim Smith back. The GK picks it up. Barry will give it to Collins. Collins now with a GK playing up top with him. Under a minute to go here in the half. Collins is trying to kill some time down here. Loses control of it for a moment. Does get it back against Tabe. Collins drives inside, blocked. Moon's gonna corral this one. Lob it deep for Davis against Barry. Gets it to go in the layup. Timeout called by Cal U with 37 seconds.
The Vulcans really got lucky on that possession. Barry not picking up that foul call. I mean, seeing a little bit of bump on that layup attempt down there, and just lucky not to come up with that and one.
Yeah, Seton Hill making a little bit of a run here late in this one. And Cal U's pretty big still. They're still up 22 points, but nonetheless, Seton Hill trying to get some points on the board here, a little bit of a run going.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Sankum, you're not worried about how much you're up. No matter what point of the game it is, you're still wanting the best out of your team. And whoever's on the court to play to their best ability. So Coach Sankum is going to try to correct this run that Seton Hill's trying to make and get things back going California's way.
And they will hopefully do that there as they break out of their timeout. See what Coach Danny Sankum has drawn up for the Vulcans to end out this half. It will be Jermaine Hall who has the inbound for the Vulcans. Hall gets it to Collins. They still have to take a shot. This shows the shot clock time. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Collins not going to make a move against Tabe. Collins gets the screen from a GK. Feed inside, a GK to the rim. Nice look there off the feed from Collins.
Yeah, really good job to staying composed in there when people are crashing in all over there if you're bobbling and converting on that.
Nelson blocked on the way up, and that will do it for the half. A great half for the Cal Vulcans. They're up 56-32 at the halftime.
Yeah, doing a good job in all aspects, causing turnovers, dominating the rebounds, and forcing tough looks at the basket for Seton Hill, and just knocking down the jump shots and great ball movement hitting on the inside if you're the Vulcans.
We'll see if Coach Danny Sankum and the Cal U Vulcans can continue the domination so far that they put on the first and the second. We'll return with that second half of basketball shortly right here on CUTV Sports 1. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. I'm your host, Gary Smith. The league has reached its halfway point for the 2019-2020 basketball season, and at the halfway point, let's take a look around the conference on the women's side first to see what is going on in the PSAC. First in the PSAC West, IUP leads the pack 9-0 in conference, 14-1 overall. Seton Hill and Gannon are close behind, 2 games behind in fact, 7-2 both in conference, and then Seton Hill was 12-2 overall. Gannon is 11-4 overall. CalU holds down the 4 spot with a 6-3 divisional record, 12-3 overall. Edinboro 5-4, 7-6, and then Mercyhurst, Pitt Johnstown, Clarion, and Slippery Rock all fighting for that last PSAC West playoff spot. As you can see, Mercyhurst 4-11, Pitt Johnstown over 500 at 8-7, but then Clarion and Slippery Rock both with dual 3-12 overall records, 1-8 in the conference. Now let's take a look at what's happening on the other side of the Susquehanna River in the PSAC East. It's a close race up top with East Stroudsburg, Kutztown, and Shippensburg, all 6-3 in division. East Stroudsburg with a 10-5 record, followed by Kutztown and Shippensburg with identical 9-6 records. Shepherd and Lockhaven are tied for the next spot, both at 5-4, although Shepherd has an impressive 11-4 overall mark. Lockhaven over 500, 8-6. And then Bloomsburg, Westchester, Millersville, Mansfield, all are fighting for that last playoff spot. Bloomsburg 4-5, Westchester 3-6, Millersville 3-7, Mansfield 1-8. And let's take a look at the schedules in the PSAC. First, for this Wednesday, a lot of good basketball being played across the Commonwealth, probably highlighted by the top 2 games you see on the schedule. California at Seton Hill. That game is at 5:30 in Greensburg, PA. Both teams are fighting right behind IUP. And then IUP is at Edinboro. Edinboro coming off an upset at CalU this weekend. Then Gannon at Clarion, Mercyhurst at Pitt Johnstown. And then the lone crossover game this week on Wednesday is Millersville at Slippery Rock. And then moving over to what is happening this Saturday, as it's a busy weekend of basketball in the PSAC, isn't it always? Highlighted once again at the top, CalU at IUP at the Kovalchuk Center, 5:30 on Saturday. See Clarion at Edinboro, Slippery Rock at Pitt Johnstown. Those are afternoon games. The other 5:30 game that day is Gannon at Mercyhurst for the Niagara Cup. And then the one crossover on Saturday is Shippensburg at Seton Hill, which should be a heck of a ball game between 2 good teams. And then Mansfield, East Stroudsburg will play Shepherd at Millersville, Kutztown at Westchester, Lockhaven at Bloomsburg. And for all kinds of information about the PSAC, make sure to look at their website, psacsports.org, for everything involving the PSAC. And for more CalU information, make sure to check out everything we have on CUTV Sports 1, where we have all the games live. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so you always see the notifications when the games are live and anytime we have new material up on CUTV Sports 1 as well. Check our Twitter page, which is at CUTV_PA, because we will also tweet out the links, the live links, so there's no excuse to not know when anything is live. And finally, check out all the hard work by our good friends at Sports Information, KyleVulcans.com. Matt Kiefer, Alex Keene, and their staff do a great job. After the break, we will take a look at what's going on the men's side of the PSAC.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
And welcome back to Inside the PSAC. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Smith. We took a look at what was going on the women's side. Now let's take a look at what's going on the men's side in the PSAC. First, everything in the PSAC West, the standings. IUP and Pitt Johnstown sit atop the PSAC West standings, both at 8-1 in conference. IUP 13-1 overall. Pitt Johnstown a game behind the overall record, 14-2. CalU and Mercyhurst are tied for the next spot. CalU 6-3 in the PSAC West, 10-5 overall. So three teams in the PSAC West with double-digit wins already. Mercyhurst is right there with 8-5, so 2 games behind that. Gannon and Slippery Rock and Edinburgh all kind of fighting for that last PSAC West playoff spot. Gannon 5-4, Slippery Rock 3-6, and Edinburgh 2-7. None of those teams are over 500. Then Seton Hill and Clarion at the bottom of the standings, 1-8. And then Seton Hill is 2-10 overall, and Clarion is 2-13 overall. And let's take a look at what's going on in the PSAC East. Once again, no changes there. It's going to be a tight race for the top on the east side as well. Westchester and Shippensburg both 8-1. Westchester was riding a long winning streak before losing this past week. They are 14-1 overall. Shippensburg is 12-3 overall, and then a few games behind Millersville, 5-4, 8-7 overall. East Stroudsburg, Bloomsburg, and Kutztown on a logjam, 4-5 overall. East Stroudsburg's over 500, 8-6. Then Bloomsburg, 1 game under at 7-8. Kutztown is 6-9. And then bringing up the bottom of the standings, Lock Haven, Mansfield, and Shepherd. Shepherd in their first season of PSAC play are 2-7 in the East and 6-9 overall. And once again, we are in the stretch of the season where it's Wednesday and Saturday. Let's take a look at the schedule this Wednesday. Once again, CalU at Seton Hill, 7:30. A lot of late games, as the custom on Wednesday. Most of the games between 7 and 7:30. The 1 8 o'clock game is Bloomsburg at Shippensburg. But you see CalU at Seton Hill, IUP at Edinburgh, Gannon at Clarion, Mercyhurst at Pitt Johnstown, which has a lot of implications in the standings. The lone crossover game this Wednesday, Millersville at Slippery Rock. And then you see the West, Westchester at Lock Haven, East Stroudsburg at Shepherd, Bloom at Ship, and Mansfield at Kutztown. And no rest for the weary. 2 days after that, or 3 days after that on Saturday, the big one, if you're a CalU fan and an IUP fan, CalU at IUP, the Kovalchuk Center, 7:30 p.m. California looking to get a road win at IUP. And then you see Clarion at Edinburgh, Slippery Rock at Pitt Johnstown. Those are afternoon games. California and IUP, the lone nightcap. So a full day of basketball in the PSAC. Gannon at Mercyhurst, once again in the downtown local rivalry in Erie. That's at 3:30. Shippensburg at Seton Hill, Mansfield at East Stroudsburg, Shepherd at Millersville, Kutztown at Westchester, and Lock Haven at Bloomsburg. And once again, for all the information on the PSAC, make sure to check out psacsports.org for all schedules, players of the week, standings, not only in basketball, in every sport. And once again, follow us for live Vulcan basketball on CUTV Sports 1. Make sure to smash that subscribe button to get the quickest and most up-to-date information when CUTV Sports 1 goes live. We will have both games on the road this week for CalU, Wednesday night at Seton Hill and Saturday at IUP. And if you want more information, more updates, check out our Twitter page. Like our Twitter page and follow us at CUTV_PA for all of our up-to-date informations and news and tidbits. And once again, for all Cal U athletics, make sure to check out the fine work our good friends over at Sports Information do. Matt Kiefer, Alex King, and their staff at at calvulcans.com, and check out their work. So that's been This Week in the PSAC. We'll see you next week.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. We are just about ready to get your second half of basketball started here as Cal U leads this 56-32 over the Seton Hill Griffins here on the road. We take a look at your halftime stats.
Yeah, the Vulcans doing a good job at winning the defensive and offensive rebounding numbers right now, coming in at 18-13. But I think the place to look at right now is the steals and the turnovers. The Vulcans only 4 turnovers in that whole first half and causing 8. So doing a good job of scoring off those turnovers as well. Brent Pegram doing a great job leading the way with 15 points and his tremendous shooting from beyond the three-point line, along with some two steals that he has are really helping out so far.
They are indeed here as Cal U with a commanding 56-32 lead here to begin this second. Now, any team, when you're clearing 50 points in a half, you're doing something right. Putting up that many points, of course, every team's goal to try to get 100 in a game, and you're already over halfway there and only halfway through this game.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Sankum, you want to continue to push the action and keep the pressure on your team to continue to do well. You don't want to see yourself lifting off that gas, because not only do you have to finish this game out strong to beat Seton Hill, but you have to get ready for a tough game in IUP on Saturday.
Yes, indeed you do. We're going to look at that upcoming schedule later on in this game here. But Cal U will start this one off in the second half of basketball on the road. Their first game of 3 for the road trip. And as mentioned, we'll take a look at that schedule later on. Green will inbound for Seton Hill. And the second half of basketball is underway as Nelson brings this one around. Inside feed from Moon. Barely gets a hand on that. Stolen away by Luke House. Behind the back, gets it backed. Hook shot from Davis, can't get it to go, and the follow-up does indeed go.
Yeah, Nelson did a good job of staying with that miss, and he's not one of the bigger players, only coming in, it says 6'3", but staying with that one and getting that up and in.
Zion Collins feed inside for Tim Smith, going up against Moon, blocked from behind by Nelson. This will be out of bounds. Pegram will have the inbound for the Vulcans. Looking over the top for Hall, can't get it to him. Looking inside, Hall has it, and the up-down travel call.
Coach Sank, I'm really upset about that one. Missed out on a good opportunity. I mean, if anything, Jermaine Hall does a really good job, and he's strong to be able to fight through that contact. And even if you miss it, you get the chance of getting that foul call and sending yourself to the line.
Here's Nelson. Moves this one around now, looking up top, gets it over to Davis. Fakes the three-point shot, driving inside against Collins, loses control of it, and Collins gets a hand on it to pull it in. Get the possession back for the Vulcans. Jermaine Hall, kick out Pegram, slows up, three-point shot. Can't get it to go, in and out of the rim. And Davis will take it the other way. Nelson moving this one around against Pegram. Tries to get it to Moon, but loses track of it for a second. Against Hall. Moon to Green. Back to Moon at the top of the key. Looking for some help up top. Gets it to Nelson. 3 on the shot clock. Got to pull a shot. Green from deep. Cashes in at the end of the shot clock.
And then the best way to get back into games, especially if you're Seton Hill, other than the free throw line converting there, is you have to hit your threes and on display early in the second half.
Tim Smith's feed inside for Pegram is blocked away with a foul called beforehand. Foul is going to go on Green for Seton Hill. So it'll be a Vulcan inbound. Zion Collins inbound to Pegram. Screen from Smith. Pegram on the drive. Inside to the basket. It's fouled by Green.
A great job by using his body to get into the defender there and cause a foul. Send him to the free throw line. He knocked down 2 earlier. Looking to repeat that performance.
Third foul on Drew Green. That'll send Pegram to the line. Now second shot coming here for Pegram. And it is good. Missed on his first attempt, but cashing in on that second. Now here's Davis.
I'm surprised the Griffins haven't gone to Davis a little bit more in this game. He's your leading scorer coming in at about 20 and I feel like hasn't seen that many opportunities at the hoop.
Davis to Green. Looking for the drive inside, step back jump shot, and gets the shooter's roll.
Davis for 2 with a penalty roll.
Pegram looking to drive all the way to the rim, coast to coast, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Green. Here comes Green to the basket now, taking it right up to the rim and cashing in.
It looked like he was about to slam that one in there. Got a lot of elevation on that one, up over everybody else, and just opting to go with the safe layup.
57-41 now. The Griffins on a little bit of a run. Collins kicks to Smith. Fakes the three-point shot, gets it to Pegram. Over to Hall, outside for House. Smith, back to House. House on the drive against Davis, tries to kick it out, spins around, gives it back to Pegram. Pegram, end of the shot clock, knocks down a three-pointer.
And that's just as good of an answer as trying to move the ball around when you're Brent Pegram late in that shot clock there. It's not really forcing when you can shoot at the percentage that he is.
Nelson to Davis, three-point shot to answer. Can't get it to go. Smith pulls down the rebound.
But that's a great play to get a really good three-point shooter open.
Inside Hall gets the layup to go. Thought he was going to dunk it down there. But 2 points either way. Nelson is fouled by Pegram.
And now that's 3 on Pegram early here in that second half. He might have to watch himself going forward. 19 points on the board for him.
Inbound from Green to Nelson. And gets it around to Davis. Zekwasili had that there, moved it around the top, and finally pushed away. House is going to take it, move it up to Collins. Collins takes it to the basket off the front of the rim. Can't get that to go at all. Davis pops up the three-point shot to answer. Can't get that to go either. Rebound pulled away by Hall. Up the court is Collins for his second chance. Wide open, puts it down. Zion Collins at the other end of the slam.
Yeah, great defense on the Vulcan side to get that missed shot and look right up the court to Zion Collins, who was hanging out on the other side, and great job to finish with that dunk.
He made up for that missed opportunity on the last one. As we come across here, we take a look at the PSAC West standings.
Yeah, same thing that it's been for the recency. IUP and Pitt Johnstown chilling out at the top at 1 and 2, but Cal U playing some really good basketball ever since that win against Slippery Rock, the buzzer beater by Brent Pegram. Been on fire offensively and doing a really good job defensively of winning rebound battles and creating turnovers. But I mean, we got to see IUP and Gannon in the next couple games coming up, so a lot of things could change up there.
Yeah, it's always a battle for the top spots up there in the PSAC West, no matter who you're playing. It's always usually a good game between the two teams when they match up.
You know, I said this in the women's broadcast. It really doesn't matter what the rankings are or where you're seated when it comes to a California and IUP game. No matter what sport you're playing in, you're guaranteed to get a good game. We've seen it last year when California only was able to go 6-7 deep on the team and was still able to give IUP a tough run in that first half before just running out in fatigue in that second half.
Cal U always does put up a fight no matter who they're going up against here, putting up a big one here today. Up 64-41 over this Seton Hill team. 2 dunks so far in the game for Cal U. The last one by Zion Collins. First by Babatunde Achike.
Definitely makes Gary's job a lot easier to find some highlights there when you can see those dunks.
Oh, yeah. Inbound now from Nelson to Davis. Kick this back off for Seton Hill. Nelson to Moon, one-on-one with Hall, kicks back to Nelson. Driving against Barry. Zekwasili outside, looking for Green. Moving this back around. Moon will have it inside. Feed for Zekwasili. Blocked by Hall. Outside for Green now. Zekwasili inside. No dunk, but takes the layup. Collins to Smith, looking for Hall inside, back to Collins. Three-point shot is popped up, no good. Rebound pulled away by Davis. Gets tripped up a little there by Hall, pushes it out to Nelson. Nelson looking for Moon inside, can't get it, pops it back out to Davis. Moon, back to Green. Zekwasili battling inside with Collins. And a reach around call gonna be fouled against Collins.
Yeah, really just had a mismatch there. Was trying to look to get a switch out onto a guard and maybe get somebody else bigger down on the inside, but not able to get it there, forced to foul.
Media timeout here. We'll step aside. 64-43, the Vulcans lead it. 5 minutes down here in the second half. We'll return with more basketball right after this on CUTV Sports 1.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back into this one here live on CTV Sports 1. It's the inbound coming for Seton Hill. Green trying to get some movement underneath the basket there, trying to feed it around to Moon, just overthrown, and Smith's going to take it, give it up to Collins. Fumbles it around for a little bit, going to get it back now, driving one-on-one to the rim, blocked away by Green. And they'll be taken by Ajike, and he will be fouled.
But a great defensive play there by Drew Green to block Zion Collins' shot. We talk about how good he usually is being able to finish around that rim, but Green wasn't having any of that, swatted that one away.
Collins will have the inbound for the Vulcans. Feed outside for Tim Smith. Pegram on the bench here with the 3 fouls. Collins gets it to Tim Smith. Looking for the drive, steps back, jump shot short. Here's Nelson. Outside shot, Moon cashes in.
And he wasn't able to hit on his first attempt earlier in the game, but Moon noticing that he has some distance from Baba and taking that 3.
Here's Collins to House. Ajike. Back to Collins. Looking for the pick and roll there, but nothing there. Collins against Tabe. Can't get it to go. Battle on the rebound. Jump ball. I think Wasili battling for it with Barry there. Pegram checks back in for Tyler Barry. Pegram inbound House. Moves this one around, driving against Davis to the rim. Nice finger roll layup.
Not one of the most athletic players on the court, but does a really good job of making sure his footwork is on point there, using that pump fake to his advantage, getting the defender a little bit off his feet and off balance and giving him a lane to drive.
Nelson's feed out to Tabe. Zik Wasili has it now. Gives it across Nelson back to Davis. Nelson, 3-point shot. Can't cash in. High rebound taken by Baba. Pegram now. Pegram moving this one around, steps back, looking for a 3-point shot, kicks out to Smith. Smith going to get a screen from Baba. Nice spin move. Can't cash in. Smith's going to get his own rebound. Kick out to Baba Tunde Ajike. Pegram now will retake it. Reset the shot clock. Back to Collins. Steps back. Feeds it out. House inside for Collins. Takes it to the rim. Gets the layup to go and the foul.
But the part that people aren't going to give enough credit to is that pass by Luke House. Zion did a good job of not forcing a shot there on the 3 and passing it to Luke House, and then Zion did a good job of moving without the ball there, cutting towards the basket, fighting through the contact, and getting the and-one opportunity here at the free throw line.
So the 2 points cashed in. They have a chance to make it to 3. Zion Collins at the line for that attempt. And he will cash in for that. 23-point lead for the Vulcans. Tabe steps in with this one, gives it across to Paola. Nelson looking for Paola inside, nothing there. Tabe gets it out for Davis. He's going to pop the 3-point shot, blocked away by Zion Collins. Collins goes the other way against Tabe to the rim, blocked away on that end as well. Off the foot, but it's going to be a foul called beforehand. And that foul is going to go on Tim Smith. Kalen Coach checks in for Seton Hill. Nelson brings this up. Against Pegram, kicks outside, looking for Coates. Nelson, over to Tabe. Zek Wasili is moving his ball around the top. Coates for 3 points. Hand in his face, knocks it down.
Yeah, great contest there, but better offense for Coates, being able to knock down that highly contested 3.
Here's Pegram. Pegram looking inside. Nice feed to Ajike. Has to spin around, and he's fouled on the way up. So that'll put Ajike at the line for 2. And with that, he'll be at the line for 2 there. What will be a little media timeout. So good game forthcoming here as Cal U leads us 20 points overall. And we'll send it to a quick commercial. So when we come back, it will be more basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to CUTV Sports 1, a 20-point lead for the Cal U Vulcans over the Seton Hill Griffins here on the road. Kevin Gonzalez and Noah Mitchell still with you here for the broadcast. Babatunde Ajike will be at the line for 2 shots coming off the foul before the break. Both teams making their way out here. 12 minutes to go in this half. And that will be regulation time once this half is over. 2 shots for Ajike. First shot for Ajike is up and good. Ajike's second shot up and coming, and it is no good off the back of the rim. So cashing in 1 for 2 from the charity stripe there. Kicks out. It's Tabe getting it around to Coates. 3-point shot. Knocks it down. It's his 3rd of the day.
Yeah, Coates already hitting on some threes earlier, starting to heat up and maybe feel himself, trying to get Seton Hill back in this basketball game with 11 and a half left to go.
Kicks out Ajike. Looking inside on the feed from House, and a foul called on Pegram. It's his 4th.
And he's going to have to see some time on the bench here. There's still a lot left to go in the second half. As Zion Collins checks in, you're not going to lose a lot of contribution on either end of the court.
Nelson will bring this up for the Griffins. Feeds outside. Coates, another 3-pointer. He's got the hot hand for him right now.
Yeah, definitely doing all he can behind the arc. But Seton Hill's doing a good job of drawing up plays to keep the ball in his hands and use off-ball screens to get him open.
House outside, looks to feed for Collins, out of Barry. Barry to Ajike. Ajike loses control of it, was going to be fouled off of his Equasili. Barry will have the inbound for the Vulcans. Gets this into Zion Collins. Looking across for Tim Smith. Now has the Luke House. Trying to back him down. Outside Smith on the drive inside. Taking it to the basket. Fouled on the way up. Looking to put that one down. But can't get it in.
And the freshman almost caught his first body of the season. Not able to get that one to fall, but nevertheless going to the free throw line here to try to get 2 points anyway.
Tim Smith's first shot up and good. Substitutions in now for Seton Hill. Nelson and Moon back in this one. Paola checks out. Second shot for Smith is good as well. Here comes Nelson. Against Barry. Inside for Moon. Moon backing him down. Outside Nelson looking for the 3-point shot. Not gonna be there. Coach pulls up a 3 though. He's had the hot hand, but not this time. Rebound pulled down by Ejike. Got Luke House. Wasn't aware of it at first. Luke House, what a move! Takes it to the basket for 2.
And I am sorry for saying earlier, wasn't one of the more athletic players on the court there, proving me wrong with that acrobatic up and under and finishing on the opposite side of the hoop.
Nice take there from Tabe on the other end to cash in for 2 of his own. Zion Collins to Luke House. House gets it out for Collins. To Smith. Smith looking for the feed inside. Collins outside. 3-point shot for Zion Collins. No good. Tipped away on the rebound. Back in the hands of Nelson. Nelson goes the other way against some defenders. Taking it up to the basket. Fouled by Zion Collins on the way up. Two shots coming for Nelson. First shot good. Second shot coming here. Nelson can't get the shooter's roll, bounces out, and GK pulls the rebound down. Zion Collins now kicks it out. Luke House gets it across Barry. Barry inside. Ejike to the rim. Tries to put it down one-handed. He is stuffed by Moon, but fouled as well.
Yeah, Moon did a good job of being able to block the dunk there. Caught him with his other hand on Babatunde's hip there. That's where the foul comes in. But good job by Baba to be aggressive there and try to finish on the taller defender. Obviously getting himself to the free throw line.
First shot, bounced off the rim and in. A little shooter's roll there for Ejike. Second shot forthcoming, and it is good as well. 2 for 2 at the line for Ejike there, 76-58. Inside drive, Tabe looking for a nice finish, but can't get it. Zion Collins going to go the other way. Gives it up Luke House, over to Tim Smith. Back to Collins. Behind the back of Ejike, not aware of that ball, and this one's going to go out of bounds.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there. Baba went down to set that screen for Barry to possibly come up and maybe shoot a 3, and Zion was thinking trying to get the ball to him, maybe just thinking on different plays.
There's Nelson. Gives it across. Here's Coates. Zach Vasily. Moving this around. Tabe takes it in against House. Step back jumper is good.
And Tabe, for only being a freshman there, I mean, really built, really strong there, and does a good job using his body to create some separation.
Collins gives it across House. Collins has it again. Over to Ejike, and now Barry. House to Smith, wide open from downtown. Tim Smith can't cash in. And Zach Vasily will take it the other way. Coates gives it across to Nelson. Nelson once more. Get this one in, kick outside. Coates can't cash in.
Well, we've seen him be short on his past 2 attempts there, trying to extend the range a little bit. He needs to step back into where he was hitting them 3s out from earlier, and he'll be right back to where he was shooting.
Collins gets it inside to Smith. Trying to get some ball movement underneath there as Collins gets around Luke House from three-point range. Cashes in Luke House.
Doing a really good job of getting his feet set, coming off that off-ball screen and ready to shoot that 3. Luke House is just doing everything right fundamentally.
21 points on the night for Luke House. Zach Vasily kicks it out to Coates, and now Tabe gives it to Nelson. Zach Vasily on the drive, jump back, step, shot is good. Collins, Ejike, Barry. House, wide open three-pointer. Luke House.
Luke House is absolutely feeling it right now, no matter where he's out on the court. As long as he's behind that arc, you can almost count it as 3 points onto his score total.
4 points for Luke House now. Coates has it, moving it around against Collins. Drive inside, blocked away by Collins.
Yeah, Zion Collins telling Coach that his spot is not in the paint. Stay out on the three-point line, young man.
With the timeout, we'll step aside and look at this. It's CalU's upcoming schedule.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit before when we're looking at the rankings in the PSAC West. We got at IUP on the 18th. It's going to be a huge game, and I think it's going to be a really good game, especially if California can keep on playing the way that they've been playing. And then they go to Gannon, the team that they split with last year, where not Zion Collins, but Jermaine Hall got hurt his foot last season. And then we go back home from Mercyhurst, Clarion, and Slippery Rock to finish out the month of January and into February.
Yeah, some big games there for the Vulcans in FPSAC West. A lot of great games there to battle for. Battle for some spots. They had a tough outing, of course, versus Slippery Rock when they faced them last time. And they're going to start off their month of February with them on February 1st. So this time they'll be at home, but looking to keep the winning streak going against them too in that last buzzer beater win they had back in earlier.
Yeah, and best believe that Slippery Rock's going to come out with something to prove after that. After Zion hit that buzzer beater, we've seen him run over in front of Slippery Rock's bench, telling him that he does this and this is his house. So they're definitely going to be looking to come out to shut him down and playing with a little bit of revenge.
Indeed they will. Here's to get ready to get started again here. 6:38 to go in this game. 82-62, so a 20-point lead for the Vulcans. Inbound forthcoming, going to be taken by Coates. He's at the hot hand, but has fallen off just a little bit on the last couple shots he's missed. Coates has the inbound. He will give it to Moon. Knocked away immediately by a GK. Tried to be saved, but it's going to be out of bounds off of them. So it'll be Seton Hill retaining possession. Coates trying to get the inbound. Secunda makes a return to the game. Haven't seen him in a while. He goes down and a foul call. Be a foul call on Zion Collins. It's his third. Coates inbound looking for Tabe. Nothing there. Has to kick it way outside. Barry's going to intercept this one on the way out to Karabatsos. He will trip up, hold on to it, and the jump ball coming.
Yeah, Barry got a little bit of ahead of himself on that one. We've seen him in the layup lines. We know that he can get up and throw one down, just get a little bit ahead of himself and too eager maybe.
So to go back to Seton Hill off of that jump ball. It'll be Karabatsos bringing this up. Tabe looking for the feed inside. Coates not there. Moving this around. Moon at the top of the key. Outside Karabatsos making a return to this game. Looking for the drive inside. Kicking out. Moon downtown. No good on the front of the rim. Rebound can't cash in off of the leg of Coates, and we'll go back to CalU. Jermaine Hall's inbound. Now a little bit of a full court press there from two players for Seton Hill. Tabe against Collins. Of course, Pegram's still on the bench with 4 fouls. Just under 6 minutes to go now in the game. Collins moving around, trying to get something open, gets to a GK. Coach Denny Sandcombe, a little eager with his team to get open there as Zion Collins is in a little bit of trouble. Gets it to Luke House. He's going to get called on a foul, and Coach Denny Sandcombe not happy with that, trying to get people open.
Yeah, not happy at all with Zion Collins and him being the primary ball handler right now. Coach was a little upset about him picking up his dribble the first time and then the turnover on the second time he had the ball.
Foul on Luke House. That'll send into the line for a 1-and-1. Both teams in the bonus. Still 5:46 to go in this game, so a lot of time left with bonuses now. Karabatsos is at the line. 1-and-1 shot. First is good. Second shot feed looking for Karabatsos here. And he will miss on the second attempt. Zion Collins will come up with it. Had to pull himself down there. Didn't want to get a goaltending call. And he will come up with it now, trying to get somebody open. Gets to Luke House. Inside, had Tyler Berry, but didn't get it to him in time. Zion Collins looking for the pick and roll feed. Gets it to the rim himself. He's fouled by Coates on the way up.
And I think something that's an underrated game of Zion Collins. I mean, we know that he's really good at using his first step and his dribble moves to get inside the paint, but he does a really good job of selling whenever there's contact there so that he can ensure he gets that foul call.
Two shots coming for Collins, or 1-on-1. It is two shots. Collins misses on the first. Second shot up and good. Back to a 20-point game. Karabatsos taking the point for the Griffins. Move this one around. Here's Coates. Back to Tabe. Tabe on the drive himself to the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tabe. Takes it back up himself. Moon tips it back in. Feed way up to Tyler Berry now. Berry gets it back across to Collins. It's Collins to Ajike. Ajike to Hall. It's House. A foul called on House, I believe. Going the other way. It'll be a foul on Jermaine Hall. No, a foul on Coates, rather. Jermaine Hall, it is a foul. Coach Dane Sanko pleading his case on that one.
Yeah, I think it caught him for a little bit of an illegal screen there. Moving a little bit while he was trying to set it, and good job by the refs to pick up on that.
Cal, you looking strong so far in this one, 83-65 up on the scoreboard. Pegram, of course, the 4 fouls, so he's out. Luke House now 3. Collins has 3 as well. But still up big. Both teams in the bonus.
Yeah, but if you're Vulcans, I mean, you want to make sure that you're finishing this game, putting everything that you have into finishing. You know you're up almost 20 points, but you got to keep the foot on the gas because the bigger and better opponents are to come in the near future.
Of course, looking at your point total for the night so far. Luke House has 24. Brent Pegram with 19. Zion Collins, 15.
I mean, and we got to think back to that first half when Luke House had to sit out when he caught 2 early fouls. I mean, if he could have been able to play those extra minutes, what his point total would be right now.
Inbound play going to come now for Seton Hill to take this from the baseline. Karabatsos will have this one. Moon feeds it over to Coates, who gets it back to Karabatsos. Against Berry, gets to Moon at the top of the key. Ajike playing tight defense on him. Karabatsos moves around, looking back from Moon. Moon on the drive inside, going up for it is blocked. Hall corrals, he gives it back to Luke House. Berry looking for Ajike, gives it over to Hall. Jermaine Hall gives it in. Ajike blocked on the way up. Second try, also no good. Great stop there by Moon.
Yeah, Moon's a very strong player on his own, coming in at 240 pounds there. Definitely going to be a hard body to move.
Step back shot from Coates is no good. Tried to corral the rebound, was Ajike, but it's going out of bounds. Brent Pegram checks in now for the Vulcans. 4:04 to go. He has the 4 fouls, but he will play. We'll see what he can do for his time in. Try not to pick up that 4th foul, or 5th foul rather. Zion Collins hands up against the inbound play. Coates will get it inside the Moon. Moon covered by Ajike and now bounces it out to Karabatsos. Moon at the top of the key, giving some space separation between him and Ajike. Coates. Karabatsos and the Moon. Pegram gets tripped up against Karabatsos, pops a three-point shot, no good, tipped away. House picks it up. Trying to fight for it on the out-of-bounds line there, and Collins will have this one. Give it back to Brent Pegram. Pegram to House. House's feed inside for Jermaine Hall. Back outside Pegram, back to House. Three-point shot. Luke House knocks another one down.
And look at the unselfish play there by Brent Pegram. Know that he's a knockdown three-point shooter, passing up on that attempt to give Luke House an even better shot.
There's a little bit of a low pass there coming to Brent Pegram, so he couldn't really corral it in enough time. Wanted to get that one off for a much safer shot, as you had mentioned there. Three-point shot not coming for Coates to answer back. Can't get it to go. Moon on the rebound. Puts up the easy two-point layup for him. Brent Pegram now bringing this one up against Tabe. Zion Collins looking for Luke House. Gives it, looking again, trying to get something off. Nothing there. Struggled with this a little bit earlier. Zion Collins looking for the pick and roll to the rim. Layup no good. Fight for it. Moon pulls it down. Almost stolen away there by Collins. Karabatsos has to re-corral it. Gives it back out to Coates. 2.5 to go. Coates outside. Secunda kicks out. Tabe. Inside drive. Stuffed at the basket. Moon can't follow up. Blocked again, and a foul called on Ajike.
Ajike thought he had all ball on that one, and the way that he sent it flying, it's tough to think that he did not get all ball. A great strong defensive effort there, though, for the Vulcans.
With a timeout here, we will take a short break. 2:10 to go. 86-67 in favor of Cal U. We'll be back with the remainder and final ending of this one coming up right after this on CUTV Sports 1. Welcome back into CUTV Sports 1. Trevor Gatellis and Noah Mitchell here to end out your game here. 2:10 to go. Cal U leads this 86-67. Both teams in the bonus here. Brent Pegram with 4 fouls, but a huge game from Luke House.
Yeah, doing a great job stepping up on the offensive side, being a knockdown shooter from behind the line, but also being very unselfish. I mean, I can think back to the give and go that Zion Collins and him executed there, and just doing a really good job of contributing to every category possible.
So 2 shots coming now from Moon inside as he was fouled before the break. Moon's first shot up and good. Second shot from Moon. Cannot get the lucky roll, and it will be out. No good. 1 for 2 from the line. Here's Brent Pegram now. 18-point lead for the Vulcans. Kicks out. Smith. Back to Pegram. Steps back. Got Collins. Against Coates. Tim Smith. Pegram, step back, and a travel.
And that's a move that we've seen Brent Pegram use all year, and this is the first time that I can remember it causing a traveling violation.
Yeah, not something you really see from him much. Karabatsos will bring it up for the Griffins. 1.5 minutes to go. Feeds this out, 3-point shot from Zach Wasili, knocks it down. Zion Collins
is Vasily with the 3-ball.
Against Coates. Just trying to kill out some clock time here. And he will be fouled by Coates. And that'll put Collins at the line 1-1.
And some people back home may be wondering why you haven't put some more of the bench players, some more of the people that don't play in the game. But you got to remember this tough stretch of games that the Vulcans have coming up, starting off things with IUP, who's going to be, very tough going into their home. And we need these guys to be playing their best basketball when it comes to that time.
First shot missed by Zion Collins. Second shot is a make.
And the team that we also sleep on is Mercyhurst, a team that was slept on last year and made it a pretty deep run into the playoffs.
Karabatsos now also just trying to kill some time offensively here. Moving this one around inside. Nice drive to the basket. Fouled on the way up by Jermaine Hall.
And Coach think I'm not too happy with that. The last thing you want to see when under a minute in the game and up the amount that California is up is fouls and sending Seton Hill to the free throw line to stop the clock.
They're trying to narrow this lead as much as they can here in an attempt to try to win this game. First shot good for Karabatsos. Second shot, no good, tipped around, and rebound pulled down by Karabatsos. So shooter gets his own rebound, pulls it out, feed inside Jermaine Hall. He's gonna come up with this one. Zion Collins pulls it back, and he's fouled. Zion Collins. Two shots. Collins, no good. Second shot coming now for Collins. Yes. Again, 50% from the charity stripe on that attempt. Karabatsos outside. Ezekwesili. No good. Rebound pulled down by Zion Collins, and he will give this to Pegram. No fouls now as they're just going to walk this one up. Still a shot clock in play. It's a 6-second difference on it. So Cal U will to get a shot. But nonetheless, enough lead at this point where it's going to be a big Cal U win. Pegram drives, gets it inside. Ball moves around. Ezekwesili going to move this up with 10 seconds to go. Ezekwesili to the rim. Can't cash in. Tipped around. Paola gets the basket to go and the foul late in this one.
And something you don't want to see, especially late in the game for Seton Hill. As Ezekwesili down holding his knee and looks like he might be injured, you see him hopping off the court on one leg.
He is definitely in some pain. Paola's shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hall, and that will do it. So Cal U with another win here on the road to start the 3-game road trip. 88-74, a big win for the Vulcans.
Yeah, great job continuing off the win streak, starting from Slippery Rock, building on it ever since. Vulcans are playing really good basketball right now at the best time needed going into IUP on Saturday. Don't miss that one. It's going to be a really, really good one.
Yeah, you can catch that game right here on CUTV Sports 1 as well. And if you can't watch, also on the radio at Vulcan Sports Radio Network, WCAL. But your top 3 scorers, Luke House, Brent Pegram, and Zion Collins. So we close this one out. Alongside me, Noah Mitchell and Trevor Catellis. Thank you guys for tuning in to another broadcast on CUTV Sports 1. Make sure to tune in on Saturday as the Vulcans head to IUP. We'll see you next time right here on CUTV Sports 1.